FarmSim Guy, how are you?
Morning, Argsy. I'm very well, thank you. Yourself?
Not too bad, thank you. Standing in here admiring all our toils of labour from our live stream. Lots of oats and wheat.
Yeah, the bags look good, don't they? It was a nice solution, that.
Yeah, once we got it working, but pleased it did work on the multiplayer.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a huge success.
So you've got a bit of a list of what we've got planned for today, don't you?
I do indeed. We are a bit tight on money, so we need to go and sell some stuff first. But we've got milk, and we've got lettuce and wool to sell.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought we might add that extra sheep pasture in that we've been talking about for a few episodes.
Sounds like a good idea, get those sheep reproducing again.
Yes, indeed. And then I think we'll slurry those 2 fields that we combined last night, and hopefully by then the canola might be ready. If not, we'll sleep on it, and it should be ready tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, sounds like another busy day, so better go and get started.
No worries. I'll go and feed the animals while you go and sell some stuff.
Excellent. All right, let's get into it.
Catch you shortly.
All right. Hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to No Man's Land with the FarmSim Guy. And as you've just heard, another busy day planned for the farm. We have got 8 pallets of lettuces and 4 pallets of wool here all loaded up, so we're going to get these down and get sold. As FSG has just said, we've got down to $4,000. We did very well to build our cash revenues up using the silage and selling the electricity out of the BGA to be able to afford the combine and everything that went with that, the grain cart. But we do now need to find a little bit more money. We want to put down another sheep pasture, which is a little less than 10 grand, it's not too much. But we've also got a lot of digestate sitting in the BGA, I think almost 40,000 litres. So we thought, what better use for that than to spread it onto the fields we've just harvested. So we'll get into that, probably grab some milk. I think we can take a couple of tanker loads of milk down here to the sell point, and we'll get that sheep pasture. Like I said, we'll need an animal trailer though to transfer them between. So we're going to go get this sold. I might bring the animal trailer back, leave the low loader up here, and get back and get that all sorted out. I'm not sure what the prices are like at the moment, but we've got the products. We may as well sell them. So we'll just wheel in over here and slowly see what we get for everything. Unstrap there. Wait for the lettuces to slowly disappear. There we go, $13,000 as we get a little bit of lag waiting for those to go. So that is perfect, $17,000 in the account now. So that should allow us to come down here. We'll lease an animal trailer and place that sheep pasture. There's not too many options in the base game animal transport options. We'll grab this one here. We can move 13 sheep at a time, so that will be enough. We probably only need to split out less than half of them, and we're not going to waste our time with a license plate on this because it is only going to be leased. So there we go, $1,275. We'll get that sorted out. That should now be sitting here in the store, and there it is. So we'll get turned around, get hooked up, and head back down to the farm. Alright, we've just arrived back here. We'll jump out and have a quick word to FSG.
That was a nice little learner, Args.
It was good. It was good to get a little bit more money in it. So it only cost $1,100 to lease this trailer. But should we get this sheep pasture placed down? We were talking about putting it here and kind of overlapping the 2 nav meshes, I suppose, or the animal meshes. Have them both roaming around in the trees.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Alright. You want to do it or do you want me to?
Happy to do the honours if you want.
Yeah, go for it. Then if it's a mistake, I can blame you.
I see where you're going.
Work smarter, not harder. Alright, while FSG gets that sorted out, we'll go and load up a few sheep. Now, we'll try and pick out the younger ones, and then we'll have the have those in the one pen and the older ones in the other pen. I'm just not sure when we pull up here if we're going to be able to figure that out by age or not. So we'll take a look. Should be a trigger right about there. So there we go, we can see we've got some of our younger ones there. We can see by the age and also the price. So I think we'll just double click on those. We should be able to move them, or how many there are, or 13 of those. We'll move them to the trailer. Go, got them in the trailer.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead.
Would now be a really useful time for me to tell you that I really, really need to repair my tractor.
I suppose it needs to be done, doesn't it? We've got some milk to sell. We'll get that sold pretty quick.
Yeah, all right.
Is it really, really not going anywhere?
It's very bright red, and I reckon I've got another few minutes out of it. That's about it.
All right. Oh, at least we've adjusted those prices, so we should be okay.
Yeah, it's going to be 4 grand instead of 12.
Much better than what it could have been. So we'll just head around here and look at that. That looks pretty much perfect. Now hopefully if we come up here we will be able to pull up the trigger again and move all 13 of these from the trailer, move them into the pen. Yes we do. There we go. Right, so go out here and have a very quick look. We probably won't even be able to tell that there's multiple in there, but we do have 13 sheep and FSG's already here putting some feed in for them. That's perfect, well done. Right, let's carry on and go and fish out all the other young ones and get them moved over as well. It's the last lot of sheep here in the trailer at the moment. I think we've got 10 in here. We have a look there, there we are, 10. We've moved 30 across. I made a little bit of an error and hadn't emptied it out properly. Wondered why I couldn't get more in, but there we go, we'll move those across and you'll see we've now got 40 in here. They should be all about the same month. Those are the 40 that we've bred, and we have the original 60 we purchased over in the other sheep pasture, so that will give them space to carry on reproducing, and as they do we'll be able to move them over here, so very efficient. And there, looking at the original pasture, you can see we've got nice and full of grass, nice and full of feed. We've got the reproduction popping back up, health popping up there, and they're still producing wool. And we're just waiting for these ones here to hit puberty, so we'll start getting some more out of these as well. So that's all looking very good. Now, a little bit of an issue with our milk. We do have 16,000 litres, which we will sell, but the water trailer we had here, the Joskin Aquatrans, doesn't take milk, it only takes water. So we're just in the process of upgrading here to the Lizard MKS8. You can see it takes milk there as well as the water. So that will become our main trailer. We're going to trade in the Joskin. FSG has gone to do that. Then we're going to take a very small loan just to buy this in the interim, knowing that our very first load of milk will probably net us close to $20,000 and pretty much pay for it. So that should be a good little deal. In fact, there you go. We've just seen the $7,000 of sold vehicles. We see a loan pop in there and the trailer being bought. So just while we're waiting for FSG to get back here with the new trailer, I thought we'd just fill up another load of silage and run this over to the BGA. We do want to keep that nice and topped up because that is one of our main sources of income at the moment. So we'll just let this keep filling. But I do just want to double check how much silage we've got, because we need to be mindful that we need to keep some for our cows, otherwise we'll end up having nothing left for them. Just pop up there, we've got 188,000 litres in there at the moment, so still plenty to make some TMR. I think we probably want to keep about 100,000 litres for that, and we'll just run over here very quickly to make sure we've got 60,000 litres of hay, and we actually picked up 276,000 litres of straw off the wheat and oats field, so that is all in there as well, which will help us bulk out our TMR mixes in the future, make that silage go a little bit further. But we may have to consider sometime very soon mowing that grass field again over the back corner and getting some more hay made just to make sure we keep on top of that. There we go, 23,000 litres of silage in the trailer, so we'll go and get this dumped over here in the BGA and make sure that can keep going. It does have enough, we don't actually have to be doing this, but it's something to fill a little bit of time and make sure that we do have a good supply moving forward, just in case we can't get to it at some stage. There we go, get that opened up and dumped out there into the digester. There goes FSG, looks like he's got a full load of milk motoring down there to the shop, so that will be fantastic to get that all sold. Alright, here comes FSG in like a bat out of hell. Let's see how much money we make off this milk, just short of 16,000 litres. See the weight coming off the trailer there, things are slowly moving up. I love that, that physics and dynamics that they've added into the game. It certainly is very noticeable, particularly when you time-lapse something and speed it up. $9,645 from that milk. Now, what's the capacity on that tank? I'm a little bit curious now. It is only 8,000 litres, so very similar in capacity to our first one. So enough milk for one more load, which will give us another 9,000 or so dollars and almost 20 grand for all the milk sold, which is good. Well, while we're waiting for FSG to get that milk all sorted out, we may as well give the tractor a bit of a clean off. It was getting rather filthy. Make sure we get it nice and clean. Oh, a little bit close there. There we go, it's looking much better. Get that metallic paint sparkling in the sunshine. I've just noticed FSG had leased something, so I'm assuming he may have leased our slurry spreaders we're going to use to spread the digestate onto the 2 harvested fields. So we'll head down to the shop, because I imagine there'll be one there for us to pick up, as well as the one he will need. So we'll go down there and take a look at what he's got. And indeed I was correct, there are our slurry spreaders. Make our way around here, make sure we don't crash into each other. We'll honk on the way past, and go and get hooked up here to one of these. We'll run down to the farm and make a start on spreading some digestate. Alright, so we'll just hang a left here. Make use of this track, we haven't used it too many times. It's all the effort of building it. Looks like FarmSim Guy is in at the trigger there, so we'll just wait for him to get out of the way. Good timing, and get ourselves filled up. About filling, there we go, we're getting that in there. It's not taking very long at all. I think there's about a 15 metre spread width on these, which will be very nice. I'm not sure how far it's going to go on the field, but we'll go and take a look. So I think if we start on this side, FSG's on the other. Like he's setting his GPS up, as he tends to do. He has his own unique way of doing it. We're just going to turn that on there, start moving, and see how we're going. There we go. We're getting a nice width of slurry spread on there. We've got the width already set on our GPS, so I think if we just get in and turn about there, start setting up an A point, it's pretty much perfect looking at the edge of the grass. B point there, and we should be all good to go. Now how fast is that going down? Not too fast at all. Get turned around there, already down to almost half, but not quite, so we'll head across and if we find a row here somewhere, turn down that and break this into a couple of little segments in the field. I'm going to be finished at the rate this guy gets set up. Look at him. There's got to be crop in the fields for you to do crop circles.
We're setting up a GPS course.
Twice?
Yeah, I wanted to get it close to the edge.
Ah, fair enough. Alright, well that's all working very well actually. I'm very impressed with that. It's for a small entry-level spreader, that has not got a bad width on it. Quite impressed with that. I always find some of them are very narrow. But this is looking very good, and love the animation on it. I think this is probably actually the first time I've spread any digestate or manure in FS22. Obviously seen plenty about it, but haven't done it ourselves. So, that's where we're up to. Right, let's carry on. We'll time-lapse doing this. It's not going to take too long to do both the fields. But we'll get them done, and we'll have this all ready to go for when we've had the other fields all harvested. Argsy FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
Oh, I've just put the last 6,000 litres in my spreader. We're done.
Well, that didn't take long, did it?
No, it didn't take long to get that field spread either. But that's right. We'll get some more in the next couple of days, and probably won't be planting these fields for a while anyhow.
No. Have we got any slurry in the cow pen as well? Could we use that?
That's a good point actually. Be worth checking.
I mean, I don't think there'll be loads, but there might be another little bit.
Yeah, might be enough.
I've got 30% left, so I'll run a headland on the second field.
Oh yeah, I've just run across it as well.
FSG2 Args.
Go ahead.
So interestingly, I can't find any info about how much is in there, but I've just managed to fill an entire tank full of slurry, so...
Okay, I'll see how much I can get.
We may have quite a bit.
Yeah, it could be. Filled mine up as well.
Interesting. I would be very surprised if we get the whole field done, but that's a bit of a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Good thinking though, I hadn't even thought about that. You do have your uses sometimes.
Yeah, I'll take the rest of the day off.
No, you won't. Alright, well there we are. We have managed to get both fields spread. I thought we were going to run out. We definitely ran out of digestate. We chewed through that very quickly. But, to FSG's credit, he suggested the cows. Now we couldn't actually see how much slurry there was in there, but I think we managed to pull five tanks out, something like that. It was very impressive.
Nicely done. Check that, we did both fields, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was very good actually. And fast. Everything gets done fast in this farm.
It does. I think it's the size of our fields. It's nice, isn't it? Like you say, sometimes it's nice not to have just the biggest fields you can make. And
yeah, absolutely. So you're going to try and dump that into the digestate area?
I'm going to see if we can make a little bit of money out of this. Last little bit of cow poo. Yep.
I can hear it. It's pumping.
Just make sure we activate it.
There we go, 2,700 litres of slurry. And FSG's activated that already. So that will go towards producing electricity, methane, and a little bit of digestate as well. That's going to be very helpful. A little bit more money in the bank.
It produces slower, but it's pretty much the same output as you would have for a silage dump as well. So could make a little bit of cash out of that.
Yeah, we could. I did adjust the capacity slightly on all the other pieces, but not as much as the silage, because I figured we wouldn't put quite so much in there. But yeah, that's good.
No, you're right. That's good. We should maybe in the future we should consider actually using some of this electricity and buying an electric tractor.
Pardon?
Sorry, I didn't say anything. Nothing. Did I have my mic open? Didn't mean to say anything.
Are you okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
You're right. You okay? You're running a fever. You got a temperature. You inhaled too much slurry. Those fumes have got to you.
I think I've lost about 10,000 subscribers with that comment.
Yeah, all right. Go burn some diesel. Anyhow, that's pretty much our tasks for the day done now, isn't it?
It is. I might go and wash my tractor. It's looking a little bit grubby.
I tried as you drove past, but you went too fast. But what are we going to do? Skip forward for the day and hope the canola's ready to harvest?
Yeah, let's knock off at lunchtime and fire up the barbecue.
Sounds like a good idea to me. I'll go see if I can find some deer somewhere.
Alright, sounds good.
Otherwise, one less sheep won't matter, will it?
No, nobody will notice.
No, alright.
Right, see you in the morning.
There we go, evidence FSG does keep his equipment clean, and on his own initiative as well. There was no prompting, he chose to do this. I was going to say there's a bit of crap on your number plate, but I can expect what your response is going to be.
It's too easy, mate. I'm not even going to... It's too easy.
Morning, mate. How you doing?
Hey, Args, I'm well. Just came over and had a look at the crops, looking very nice.
It is looking very nice. It looks like we're into growing weeds as well. They've sprung up from that digestate and slurry spread.
Yeah, I think we did overcook it on the nutrients for them. Another job to add to the list.
Yep. Keep them coming. Right, so go and grab the combine and get into a little bit of harvesting here, I suppose.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Alright, so we've jumped into FSG's tractor here. Obviously we need the front loader for the bagger. When we get into that, FSG's gone and got the combine out there. You can see him running down to the field. So we're going to follow him down. It's not going to take us very long to get this harvested. And of course, being a relatively low yielding crop, we're not going to have too much to do. I've just noticed there's 2,500 litres of oats left in there. How did that not all end up in the bagger? So we're going to have to go and tidy that up. Who was doing the bagging last? So for those of you who didn't catch the live stream and see the bagging machine here, this is a cheap alternative to our storage solution. Obviously if we were going to be buying a silo, we'd be up tens of thousands of dollars. But this creation here, by I think it's LS Mod Company, was certainly on Hofbergman in Farming Simulator 19, but this little contraption here only costs $2,500 and it auto generates bags as you put the crop onto the top. So you would have seen at the start of the episode we had all the bags of wheat and oats in the shed. They have all come from that, and it generates them all automatically. So it is a fantastic little mod to be able to look for alternative ways of storing your crops, and it is a very cost-effective solution for us. It's certainly worked out that way. little bit of pain, but I think in the long term it is going to be beneficial. So FSG is underway. He, like I said, is not going to yield too ridiculously high, and it is a pretty small field. So I think we might just park this here. We'll go and get those couple of oat bags out of the way, and then I think we'll put together a little montage of the harvesting and catch up with you once this field's all done. So just to carry on the conversation here, showing you the bagger. We get in here and lift this one out of the way. Now we could be using a bagger handler tool. We've got pallet forks and they seem to work pretty well. But if we get this one out of the way, you'll see another bag will generate. Now once that's used up all of the oats that are in the hopper, it does drop it off. Now if we happened to put some more oats in the top, it would actually reattach that bag and fill it up, which is very clever. But we know we're all out of oats, so we'll just get in here, try and get this one stabbed. There we go, we've got through the hook on that. So we'll get these both picked up and put in the shed with the remainder, and then we'll be all set to get the canola put into some bags as well. There we go, we'll get those stacked in there with the rest of the oats. Make sure we don't tip them out. And I must admit as well, considering we've got close to, what is there must be at least 20, if not closer to 30 bags in there, we are getting no frame rate issues whatsoever. So another good sign for Farming Simulator 22. Awesome. Right, let's head back down to the field, jump into the auger wagon, and we'll grab some shots of FSG harvesting and catch up with you a little bit closer to having the field finished.
Making good progress, mate?
Yeah, we're getting through it pretty quick, aren't we?
Certainly are.
You want to have a swap?
I just wondered if you wanted to spin in the combine.
Oh, of course I would. I'm driving that little class. It's a nice combine.
It is.
Alright, well, I'll leave you here with the bagger and the wagon and head down that way.
No worries.
Alright, we've just had a swap here with FSG. We're now in the combine and getting the rest of the field here finished. Not quite sure why I decided to do it this way. I'm assuming because it took out the little squiggly area there with the trees. Makes it a little bit shorter runs and lots more turning around, but doesn't matter. Pro long swap was going to be a pretty short little harvest anyhow, so we'll carry on here and catch up with you again once we're all finished. There we go, last little pass of the canola. So this has gone pretty smoothly, really. The FSG pull up beside us, we'll get the auger out, and he should be able to unload. Oh, he's gone a little bit too far ahead. Here we go. But no, they cannot complain about how smoothly that has gone. All in all, oh, a little bit of lag there. It's a little bit hard sometimes, but we can get this turned off, pick our header up, get completely unloaded. There we are, all out, and head over and put this in the shed. Go and get the last of the canola bags out of the bagger and put into the shed. There we go, tuck the combine there just in the corner. It does have the mowers behind it, so we may have to move it to get those out at some stage. We'll head over here. So FSG has got the last of the canola into the hopper, so we'll get these last few bags out of the way. Stop watching me, damn you.
I was just saying, it's a good job Args is doing this because he's quite adept with the forks.
Oh. What are you laughing
I like
at?
it.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Oh, I love it. I was just saying, Args, there's a fair bit of cash sitting in here.
There is a little bit. I did a bit of maths before we had the canola in here, and it was, I think there's about $40,000, $45,000 when we sell at a peak in December.
Very nice. Not going to complain about that.
Not going to complain too much. Still not Silage making electricity though.
No, we'll just leave that ticking over in the background as well. Very handy to have.
Absolutely is. Well, ruthlessly efficient has become the norm on No Man's Land.
It really has, hasn't it?
Plenty more to do though. The sorghum over in the new land is ready already, as is the first potato field.
Yes, indeed. So yeah, no rest for the wicked. We'll be full on for the next few episodes, I think.
Yep. And what else we say? Oh, some hay. Might have to get some more hay done too. Yeah.
Yep, we're running low on that for animal feed.
Yep. Plenty to keep us busy. But that is going to do us for today, I think.
Yep, thank you very much, mate. A pleasure as always.
Indeed it was. We'll chat to you sometime, but have a nice week, and we'll see you next weekend.
Yes, indeed, mate. Have a good week.
Yeah, you too. Alright, catch you later.
Take care, mate. Bye.
Bye. Well, there we go. A little bit over 12,000 litres of canola. I think I did the maths. There's, how many bags are there? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 bags, and a bit more there. There's 24,000 litres in that one. And over here with the wheat, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 bags there. So about 32,000 litres of wheat. So a lot of product stored in here. And, you know, that's a ruthlessly efficient way to store it, actually, this bag handler. But this size farm and this amount of crop is quite a good way to do it. So I hope you've all enjoyed that episode from the FarmSim Guy and myself. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.